All right.
It's true. It's
Welcome
true.
back to Chance Time.
We're here again. Will we
Previously,
have
yeah.
previously on Chance
Previously
Time?
on Chance Time, we had a fun stint in Chaos Month where we did one a week for a month.
It was pretty
But
chaotic,
for
that's
a
for
while,
sure.
we got into a flow of kind of doing one a month for Chance Time, where we would like pair the Chance Time spin with the podcast episode. So maybe we get back into a groove of that a little bit here. It's always fun to have in the mix. But at the very least, we're here. And if you're new to the series, it's a series where we spin a wheel with a random selection of movies from several different streaming platforms, and whatever comes up is one we have to watch and review the following week. We have no say in the matter unless it chooses Zach's choice or Alex's choice, in which case we pick from the options on the wheel. And then there's also phone a friend, where we can call someone up at random. We still have yet to do that in about 16 spins of Chance Time.
Yeah, that's maybe someday. Someday we'll land on that.
And yeah, so that'll be probably a little chaotic, but just see if we can get someone on the phone. And then yeah, so how we've been doing it recently is we have 5 different streaming services, and we got 2 options from each of them with 10 movies altogether. I use a website called reelgood.com, REEL good.com/roulette, and it lets you randomize out of basically a database of like the different streaming services. So you can say Netflix, Disney Plus, whatever you want, and randomize out of movies. So
Excellent.
the only thing excluded from those kinds of things is like anything under, I think we said like 45 minutes or so. Anything like this, like they call it a film. But like I had a couple times it tried to do like a Mickey Mouse short, like an 8-minute movie. And so unfortunately not. And also comedy specials we do not have eligible as well anymore.
Yeah, we were thinking about maybe potentially doing we had some comedy specials earlier on earlier spins, but we're thinking about maybe doing that as like its own thing. Maybe in the summer sometime we can like just really, hey, it's hot, we're looking for some laughs.
But that would be hard to do. We would have to like curate it ourselves because you can't really. I don't think you can. There's an option to do comedy specials randomized.
No,
so
no, probably not. But that would be something that we could try to do.
But there's so many that come up, like all these random comedians you've never heard of before, and
tons of them. Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna go through all the options before we spin the wheel, so we know what we're looking at here. And I think this time. In the past, I realized we're talking about like, oh, we're rooting for this to win, and I'm like, we actually probably shouldn't say that, because then that kind of takes the drama out of if it's our choice, because then it's like, oh, we already know what our choice is going to be. So
that's a good call.
So maybe we
can go through them.
Yeah,
we'll go through them all, but we don't have to. Yeah, what are you hoping for?
Yeah. All right, who do you want to hear from first? We got Netflix, Disney Plus, Prime Video, Paramount Plus, and Hulu.
Give us Paramount Plus. Give us what selections we have on
Paramount
that.
Plus.
Disaster of a streaming service.
You might think so, but they're really trying to step up their game tonight. They put up Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump is
oh my gosh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know if I've ever seen this all the way through. I know I've seen parts of it on TV, but I don't think I've ever sat down and watched the whole thing. Yeah.
I have. Also worth noting, I never really said this before, but just because it picks it for a streaming service doesn't necessarily mean it's exclusive to that streaming service. I know, and like in the past, we did Wolf vs. Bear on Paramount Plus. Rusty just watched it. It was on YouTube. You could just watch it on there. So.
Yeah. Just...
But yeah, Forrest Gump, in case you don't know, it says their description for it is the history of the United States from the 1950s to the 70s unfolds from the perspective of an Alabama man with an IQ of 75 who yearns to be reunited with his childhood sweetheart, featuring Tom Hanks, folks. Tom Hanks. All right, there's a 1994 movie, and also Paramount Plus has brought the other side of the coin. We got Liar Liar Vampire from Nickelodeon. It's a
what?
Nice
a Nickelodeon original movie?
Yeah, I think it was like one of those. Yeah, yeah, basically like a Disney decom for Nickelodeon. It feels like it said it
Yeah.
was like an hour and 9 minutes. It's very
Okay.
bare
Okay.
bones. When Caitlin, the most popular girl in school, mistakes new kid Davis for a vampire, he gains instant celebrity status. Davis enlists the help of his next door neighbor V to dial up his vampire act. Together, will they fool the school?
They didn't even want to try to shoot for like 90 minutes or anything. I mean, it probably aired in a 90-minute
Yes.
block, which means that had like freaking almost 29 minutes of ads, which is
20 minutes
crazy
of ads.
to
Yeah.
think about. Yeah, that's insane.
All right, so Paramount Plus. Thank you very much. Forrest Gump and Liar Liar Vampire.
Yeah, woo! Well, hey, Forrest Gump, that's good. That's good. That's a good showing, but that's
Liar Liar Vampire.
improved. I think that's improved from Paramount.
Yes, that's absolutely improved. Yeah,
I would say, yeah.
Liar Liar Vampire is a 2015 movie as well. All right.
Oh, okay.
Next up, let's bring in Hulu. Okay, Hulu is
Okay.
here.
All right.
The first movie is Official Competition. It's about the the worst name
What?
for a movie I've ever heard. It's like the least interesting sounding name of a movie. It's a
That's
wealthy
terrible. That's
a wealthy
terrible
businessman hires a famous filmmaker to help make a smash hit film. That's the whole description, but worth noting, it features Antonio Banderas and Penelope Cruz.
That is a terrible name for a
That's
movie.
The 2021
That's
movie.
kind of a fun cast, though.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. It was probably a COVID movie. They probably filmed it.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Probably.
Speaking of COVID movie, there's a movie called Alone, which says during the pandemic lockdown, a motivational speaker named Kalidas moves into the 13th floor of an apartment in Kochi. Soon, Kalidas begins to observe supernatural elements around him, and he decides to investigate. This is a Malayalam movie, once again, much like Kitavam
okay.
Chikshayam.
Yeah.
Right.
Interesting. Okay.
So that's Hulu, folks. Hulu. That's a 2023 movie, very
Hey.
recent one. Alone.
All right. Well.
Next up, we've got Disney Plus. All right. First up, Disney Plus has brought out Great Shark Chowdown, a 2019 Nat Geo flick.
All right.
The world's
All right. Hey, look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love some shark documentaries. Let's go.
The world's leading scientists and cinematographers relive 5 extraordinary shark feeding events, from being surrounded at night by 700 gray reef sharks, a 300-strong gathering of blacktip, dusky and bronze sharks feeding on thousands of bait fish, to the spectacular sight of more than 200 blue sharks feeding on the carcass of a 7-ton whale. The Great Shark Chowdown is an epic celebration of sharks from around the world.
Is it just gonna be like video footage of just sharks eating a carcass? That's almost what it feels like. Like those things you put on like the fireplaces, virtual fireplaces. But this is gonna be
just sharks
consuming.
Yeah.
Consuming a
Now
carcass.
the leading scientists and cinematographers are gonna relive this. So I'm sure we're gonna get their input.
Okay.
All right.
Wow, look at them guzzle down this carcass.
And also from Disney Plus, we have My Music Story, Tsukima Switch. Do you know who Tsukima Switch are?
Yeah, I think I do.
You do?
There's a J-Rock band. Yeah,
That's
Tsukimi
right.
Switch. Pretty sure they're a J-Rock band.
It's
Yeah.
a Japanese rock/jazz fusion duo. And the description just says they share their thoughts on music. So apparently, I noticed
be cool.
when I looked it up, there was like 3 different My Music Stories. There's like one for Perfume, which is a J-pop group. So I guess they're like in that realm. But
Golden Time Lover. Okay, yeah, that's the third opening of. Yeah, no, I know Tsukimi Switch. Yeah, that's the third opening of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. They have some other really good opening songs. Line is a really good opening. That's Naruto Shippuden has an opening from Tsukima Switch.
Mm-hmm.
They're a really good band. Yeah, I like them a lot. So
interesting. So we're just getting their thoughts on music. So that'll be interesting.
That could be cool.
But there's Disney Plus, Great Shark Chowdown, and My Music Story, Tsukima Switch.
Yeah, wow. Some nonfiction from Disney Plus. How about that? Wonderful
right.
magical world of Disney Plus has nonfiction.
Yeah, it's what they're known for. Disney
It's what
Plus.
they're it's what they're known for. I say let's go to Netflix before and we can round it out with Amazon.
Okay, Netflix. Everybody's waited on bated breath to see what they'll do next because we've had 3 Netflixes in the past Chaos month. We had 3 out of 4 were
Yeah,
Netflix.
there's a lot of Netflix. Yeah.
And first up, we have Duck Duck Goose. A bachelor goose must form a bond with 2 lost ducklings as they journey south. This features Jim Gaffigan as a voice role.
Oh no!
Okay,
It's like a cheap animated movie.
that's what it feels like. 2018 Duck
Yes.
Duck Goose.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't know about that.
We also have On the Line, a 2022 movie. Have you heard of On the Line?
Mm-mm.
A host takes a call where an unknown person threatens to kill the showman's entire family on air. To save loved ones, the radio host will have to play a survival game, and the only way to win is to find out the identity of the criminal. Starring Mel Gibson, ladies and gentlemen.
Now that you mention that, something about that does sound familiar.
Yeah, I
now that you
remember.
mention that,
I remember seeing. I think it was like an ad or like I don't know if I saw a full trailer in a movie, but it might have been like a YouTube ad. I think. Yeah, I think it was a YouTube ad or something. But yeah, Mel Gibson's there. All right, so Netflix brought Duck Duck Goose and On the Line. All right.
That's very tonally different movies.
And lastly, for Amazon Prime Video, we have Felony. An accident involving a young child sets off a chain of events that brings an Australian police officer's world crashing down. It's a 2014 movie, as well as You May Not Kiss the Bride. An unassuming pet photographer is thrown into serious action, adventure, and romance when he's forced to marry a Croatian bride and spend his honeymoon at a remote tropical resort where she is kidnapped. Very nice.
Okay.
That one is a 2011 movie and actually stars Catherine McPhee, who was on American Idol.
Oh.
What?
What?
She was a runner-up American Idol.
Wild.
I know she went on to do some acting, but yeah.
Okay.
I think she actually was on Broadway too. But all right.
That does sound familiar. Yeah.
There are choices, folks. There are 10 choices.
Okay. That's quite a selection we got going on there this time around. It's quite a selection. So,
all right, let's spin the wheel and we'll discuss.
Come on, big money, no whammies. I gotta say that every time. I actually cannot see. So on my end, you're pretty pixelated, so I actually cannot see what it lands on at all.
It's On the Line, starring Mel Gibson.
Okay, all right, hey. That was my sort of dark horse. I kind of hoped that one would land on that. It was like a dark horse candidate for me. That one.
I ran over my toe with my chair.
Oh, dude.
Fucked up.
Ooh, I hate that. No, I hate that. That's the worst.
God. Not worth it. All right.
Not worth it. That's not great.
All right, On the Line.
On the Line.
Yeah.
Well, you have to come back. You'll have to come back and.
That's a Netflix movie, everybody.
Yeah, it's another freaking Netflix movie. That's landed on that every time too. That's crazy. Is this wheel weighted? That's what we
can't help.
Gotta ask this.
You can't help but wonder. The other competitors are gonna start having their doubts here. All right, On the Line.
Well, yeah, I was kind of it's okay. So let's go for hoping. I was sort of, if it had picked me, I probably would have picked Forrest Gump.
Okay.
Because I hadn't seen all the way through, and that's like a classic. It's generally regarded as. But I either would have done that, or like maybe thrown a bone to like to that On the Line, which is kind of fun that we got that. It was sort of like one of those ones where it's like, yeah, I don't know how good that movie was. Maybe it's crap. I don't know. Could have been.
Yeah.
But I'm curious. I'm very curious about it.
I am too. I would say Forrest Gump is an easy it's a good movie at least, but
yeah,
I don't know. I usually don't go for the low hanging fruit. I probably would have done something like Official Competition, starring Antonio Banderas and Penelope Cruz.
Yeah,
just
official
to see what's
competition
going
or
on there.
yeah, that's true. That's true. That cast is actually interesting.
Or just for the name, You May Not Kiss the Bride. Yeah.
You
Just for
may
the
not kiss the bride.
name.
Or actually, the Tsukima Switch one kind of threw me for a loop. I actually might have swung that way because like I didn't even know they had a thing on Disney Plus for all the
Yeah, it's
that's
random.
crazy. That's super random. So I might just have to watch that on my own. So
All right, we'll come back next week and we'll
cool.
be talking about On the Line. See what we think about it. Thank you for
All right.
watching. Join us for
Cool.
this video if you enjoyed. What video should their viewers watch next?
Go check out our review of Cowbells.
Cowbells. That's right.
Yeah, the decom.
The decom that Chance Time gave us. We've
Mm-hmm.
had a lot of decoms come up as options, and that was the one that was willing to give us.
That was the that was the one. That was the one we got.
That's it. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed. Like the video. Leave a comment, and if you do, we'll be sure to read on the next episode of the Tarkron podcast that we record. And until next time, take care of yourself.